Are you merciful? Why? Because Jesus healed the sick. Because Jesus fed the multitudes. Because Jesus gave legs to the crippled. Because Jesus granted sight to the blind. Because Jesus opened the ears of the deaf. Because Jesus found prostitutes and tax collectors and drew them into the sphere of his love. Because Jesus touched the untouchable and loved the unlovable and forgave the unforgivable and welcomed the undesirable. Because Jesus even now saves the otherwise unsavable. Why? Because they deserve it. When the goodness and loving kindness of God our Savior appeared, he saved us, not because of works done in righteousness, not because we met him halfway, not because we took the proper steps forward and in good faith have elevated ourselves to the place of the deserving poor, but according to his mercy. We are here because Jesus Christ didn't say with cold indifference, give them what they deserve. They brought it on themselves. Jesus Christ is the mercy of God. And seeing us in our misery and need, he doesn't just feel for us. He takes the necessary action to relieve our distress. He leaves the eternal glory of heaven and the perfect fellowship of the Trinity. He condescends to us, lives among us, suffers like us, dies for us. Do you understand this? Have you experienced this? How then is it possible to experience it and not display it? It isn't possible. You haven't experienced it if you don't display it. The evidence of God's mercy in your life isn't determined by how much theology you know, by how many books you read, but by your active goodness to people in misery and in need. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy.
There's nowhere to hide from your all-seeing eyes. You know everything, I can't tell you a lie. You know my own heart much better than I. You know when I sleep and you know when I rise. You know all the thoughts that go through my mind from morning to night, every moment of pride. Hey, I acknowledge my sin to you and I did not cover my iniquity. You know what I've done, you know what I do, so I open my mouth and confess it to you. And you're making me new, it's your spirit at work to convict me of sin, so I know where to turn and I know where to run. Run to your arms to be cleansed of my sin by the blood of your son. Hey, I acknowledge my sin, I know I can't kill it with a knife or a gun. It must be crucified on the cross with your son. Then I can know that it's finished and done. Then I can know that I'm truly forgiven and get to the business of living for you. And it's not for my glory but only for you. And it speaks of your mercy, your love and your truth. Give me the faith to believe what you say and to trust in your word when I'm tempted to stray, and to patiently wait for the day you return. I hate my sin, it burns, but
the old will pass away. While I'm still here you hear my prayer. Please wash my sins away. Oh Lord, release me from this snare. The old will pass away. While I'm still here you hear my prayer. Please wash my sins away. Oh Lord, release me from this snare.
Oh God, my sin is great, there's no escaping it. I hate my sin, but I still partake in it. I become numb to the touch from feeling it. I've learned the art and skill of concealing it. I might pretend to keep my composure, hoping never to disclose the truth that it exposes. And even though nobody around me knows it, God, you notice, and when I'm alone it shows it. I do a good job doing good deeds, look the right part cause I say the right things, trusting your word and what's best for me. But it seems that I still live in disbelief. I begin to better understand confession when I understand the weight of my sin and its effect, and how it's a direct reflection of my selfishness, and recognize your correct assessment. I don't have to hide behind my own pride. Tear myself up from the guilt inside. Cause I've been given everything I've ever needed to stand clean and forgiven when I receive Jesus. So
The old will pass away. While I'm still here, you hear my prayer. Please wash my sins away. Oh Lord, release me from the snare. The old will pass away. While I'm still here, you hear my prayer. Please wash my sins away. Oh Lord, release me from the snare. The old will pass away. While I'm still here, you hear my prayer. Please wash my sins away. Oh Lord, release me from the snare. The old will pass away. While I'm still here, you hear my prayer. Please wash my sins away. Oh Lord, release me from the snare.